Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Will join us tonight on the sideline. Here we go. And it's Atlanta to start out. Outside Edwards. A three from Wembanyama. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Shays. Offensive rebound. It's stolen by Duncan. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Number 8, Zach LaVine.
Wembanyama, a screen. And LaVine launches it from deep. And Stoudemire pulls it down. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, then he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by LaVine.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Atlanta on D. It's a 3-point game. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. And he uses the glass on the left. Wembanyama's got 5 points so far.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. There's the pick. Pass to Shays. Over Wembanyama. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing. And here's LaVine who brings it up for Atlanta. Duncan right side. Wembanyama with it. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
Pass to Radmanovich. And here's Duncan. Off with the layup. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Kessler. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Stolen by Levine. All alone. And then Levine with the jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Here's Wembanyama. And again, it's Atlanta. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Atlanta.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And I don't think we can ignore the activity they've shown on the defensive end. Plenty of quick hands, and it resulted in a number of steals.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Edwards with it. Still without a basket. Here's Radmanovic. On the wing, Duncan. Knocks down the three ball.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Radmanovic. Levine wide open. On
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. And tonight, it'll be Virginia Beach going up against Atlanta. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And Atlanta with possession here. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Cunningham to the middle. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Stan, the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
To the wing, right side. Outside Davis. Into the lane. And Davis slams it home.
The amazing thing about AD, you don't have to create for him. He's a big man who can create for himself.
The three from Wembanyama. Rebounded by Virginia Beach.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Right side Davis. From 13 feet, down it goes.
Yeah, the versatility of Davis on offense, he doesn't have to be right under the hoop to score.
There's Cunningham with a three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. He can't get that one to fall. Cunningham with some nice D. Outside Wembanyama. Lets the three fly. Stymied by Middleton. Pass to D-Box. Fires for three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Outside Edwards. Here's Duncan. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. First quarter of ball. Almost 2.5 minutes in. Back to Davis. And stolen by Cunningham. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. And Virginia Beach making a change here. And here's Cunningham. Puts the move on. Jams it in off a great move.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
Pass to Shays. Back to Smith. The three. And another miss by Virginia Beach.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Edwards with it. Guarded by Smith. Knocked loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Shays. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one is off. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Duncan. Wembanyama up top. Shoots over Davis. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
To the paint. Stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Radmanovic. No points so far. There's 48 seconds left in the first. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Virginia Beach. 8-point game. Here's Shays. Back to Smith. They still need this. And another miss by Virginia Beach. Cunningham outside. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Radmanovic. Just 5 to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. And so it's Atlanta up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. Now, just watching him, Davis is still on all...